Is your aloe vera turning yellow? You thought aloe was impossible to kill, right? So why are the leaves losing their deep green color? Before you water it again, stop. Because one small mistake might be slowly killing your plant. In this video, I'll show you the 5 hidden reasons your aloe is turning yellow, and more importantly, how to fix it before it's too late. Aloe is a succulent. That means it stores water in its leaves. So most problems don't come from neglect, they come from too much care. Reason number 1, overwatering. The number 1 reason aloe vera turns yellow is overwatering. Aloe stores water inside its thick leaves. In nature, it grows in dry, desert-like environments where rain is rare. So when we water it too frequently, the plant simply cannot handle that much moisture. When the soil stays wet for too long, the roots don't get oxygen, and roots need air to breathe. If the soil is constantly soaked, those air pockets disappear. The roots slowly suffocate, weaken, and eventually begin to rot. And once the roots are stressed, the leaves turn pale green, then yellow. Warning signs. Leaves feel soft, squishy, or slightly mushy. The base looks translucent or watery. The pot feels heavy, even after several days. Lower leaves turning yellow first. Here's the fix. Stop watering immediately. Don't try to balance it out with more water. Let the soil dry completely from top to bottom. Stick your finger 2 to 3 inches deep. If it feels even slightly moist, wait. It is always safer to underwater aloe than to overwater it. Aloe can survive drought, but it cannot survive constant wet roots.
Reason number 2, poor drainage soil. Aloe hates heavy garden soil. One of the biggest hidden mistakes is using normal garden soil or regular potting mix. Those soils are designed to hold moisture. That's great for many plants, but terrible for succulents. Aloe roots need fast drainage and airflow. If the soil is dense and compact, water gets trapped around the roots. Even if you water less often, the moisture stays inside for days. From the top, it may look dry, but underneath, it can still be wet and soggy. And that constant damp environment slowly stresses the roots. Here's how to fix it. Use a fast-draining cactus or succulent mix. If you don't have one, mix regular potting soil with coarse sand or perlite. About 50% soil, 50% drainage material. The goal is simple. Water should run through quickly. It should never sit at the bottom. Good drainage is the foundation of a healthy aloe. Reason number 3, too much direct sun. Yes, aloe loves light, but too much direct sun, especially suddenly, can damage it. If your plant was indoors and you move it straight into harsh afternoon sunlight, it can get sunburned. Just like our skin burns, aloe leaves can burn too. When that happens, the leaves lose chlorophyll. Instead of deep green, they turn pale yellow or light brown. Signs of sun stress: yellow or brown patches on one side, dry, crispy leaf tips, a slight shrinking on the exposed side. The fix is simple. Give bright, indirect light. Morning sun is usually safe, but harsh afternoon sun can be too intense. If moving it outdoors, do it gradually over 7 to 10 days. Let the plant adjust slowly. Reason number 4, root rot. This is serious. If overwatering continues, the problem moves down to the roots. And once roots start rotting, the plant's survival is at risk. Healthy roots are firm, white, or light cream. Rotten roots turn brown or black, soft, mushy, and fragile. Warning signs: a foul smell from the soil, black or mushy roots. The plant feels loose in the pot, yellowing from the bottom upward. At this stage, watering less is not enough. You must act quickly. Remove the plant from the pot. Shake off the old wet soil. Trim away all black or mushy roots. Keep only the firm white roots. Let the roots air dry for about 24 hours. Then repot in fresh, dry, well-draining soil. Do not water immediately. Wait several days. Fast action can save your plant, but delay can kill it. Reason number 5, over-fertilizing. Many people think fertilizer makes aloe greener, but aloe is a light feeder. In nature, it grows in poor, sandy soil. Too much fertilizer creates salt buildup. Those excess salts collect around the roots and block proper water absorption. Instead of helping, the fertilizer stresses the plant. Leaves turn pale green, light yellow, sometimes with brown tips. Common signs: yellowing without overwatering, brown or crispy edges, white crust on top of soil, slow growth. Fix: flush the soil once with clean water. Make sure the pot has drainage holes. Do not fertilize during winter, and during spring and summer, feed lightly. Half-strength fertilizer once every 4 to 6 weeks. Remember, with aloe, less is more.
Step-by-step recovery plan. Here's your action plan. Follow these calmly. Don't rush. Step 1, stop watering. Step 2, check soil dryness properly. Step 3, inspect the roots if necessary. Step 4, repot in well-draining soil. Step 5, place in bright, indirect light. Step 6, wait 7 to 10 days before watering again. Aloe heals slowly, but steady care brings strong recovery.
So now, you might be wondering, how long will it take for my aloe to turn green again? The honest answer is, it depends on how severe the damage is. If the problem was mild stress, maybe slight overwatering, or minor sun exposure, you may start seeing improvement within 2 to 3 weeks. But here's something important to understand. The yellow leaves may not turn fully green again. Once a leaf is damaged, it often stays that way. What you should watch for is the new growth from the center. If the middle leaves are coming out firm, thicker, and deeper green, that means your plant is recovering. Now, if there were root issues and you had to trim damaged roots, recovery usually takes longer, around 4 to 6 weeks. During this time, the plant is not focused on looking pretty. It's rebuilding its root system underground, and root recovery always comes before visible leaf growth. So growth may seem slow. That's completely normal. In cases of severe damage, especially heavy root rot, recovery may be partial. Some outer leaves might never return to their original color, but if the center is alive, the plant can still rebuild itself. Don't expect instant results. Aloe is not a fast-reacting plant. It heals gradually and always grows from the center outward. So instead of staring at the damaged outer leaves, watch the middle. That's your real sign of progress. And remember, patience is part of successful plant care.
Final prevention checklist. Remember this: water only when soil is completely dry. Always use drainage holes. Avoid sudden harsh sunlight. Fertilize lightly and only during growing season. Follow these and your aloe will stay thick, green, and healthy.
Before you go, I need you to do 3 quick things. First, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Every week, I share proven, science-backed garden solutions that actually work, tested in real gardens, not just theory. Second, drop a comment below and tell me which reason surprised you the most, or tell me what's happening to your aloe right now. I personally read and reply to comments. Third, if your aloe is still struggling, you need to watch this next video. Stop killing your aloe. 5 secrets to growing aloe vera fast and easy. It's on your screen right now. Click Watch Next and I'll show you how to fix common aloe mistakes fast. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy gardening!